So I'm hanging out sort of over there where the Via Dolorosa is, and I see this Palestinian man. And he has a torn up, old, dirty white shirt hanging open, and that was it. Other than that, dude was completely naked. And holy buckets, I was just like, we don't do that in Omaha, so I'm just sort of like checking this out. And as I'm sort of checking this out, I'm like, what in the world? And nobody around this guy seemed to be concerned or a little weirded out. And so I quickly figured out that everybody seemed to know this guy. And as I started to sort of take in the scene, I realized that everybody loved this guy, and that this guy wasn't exactly there. He wasn't totally together. In fact, he was almost like a child, really sweet and really tender, harmless. Well, here come these women, these Spanish women, mid-50s, and they have the little tour flag and their funny hats and their fatty cameras on their neck, and they're crying. They're walking where Jesus walked. It's sweet. And boom, here's this naked Palestinian man. And I'm pretty sure you don't do that in Spain either. And so, like, these ladies are immediately traumatized, of course afraid. And then they quickly discern that this man is also harmless. And what was really sad was they got a little mean to him, and they tried to scare him away. Well, I go back to my room, and I'm sitting there, and I'm praying about this. And I'm just trying to make sense of this. And I open the passage in Matthew where the scriptures tell us that the kingdom of God is like a treasure hidden in a field. When the man found that treasure, joyfully, he went and sold everything that he had so he could buy the field. And I started to think about that. I started to pray about that. And it started to make sense to me. And what happened was, I felt like I started to see Jesus. And I felt like I let him look back. I felt like I opened my eyes and I looked into his, and his eyes were full of love. And his eyes and his love towards me made me feel like, you know what? I'm a hidden treasure. Yeah, there's a ton of funk. I might have put the funk and dysfunction in my life. But he still sees the hidden treasure in me. And you know what? Joyfully, he loved me so much that he went to that tree, the tree that I tried to climb up, the tree that Zacchaeus tried to climb up, and he joyfully sold it all so that I could be his. And y'all, I sat at my desk and I wept and I cried. I was broken before him in his love. And then I felt like he started to tell me, Chris, that naked man, that Palestinian man is also a hidden treasure. And I loved him so much that I joyfully went to that tree. Bring him home. I want him to sit at the table with us. We have to see him face to face to discover his love. And when we discover his love, we realize that it's not just for us. But that's the problem, isn't it? We think it's ours. And so we get comfortable in these homogeneously congealed illusions and fossils of what we think is community. And we remove ourselves from his pain and from his suffering. And then we don't have the eyes to name, to see, to understand what the open wounds in his body are today.